So we're putting out 13.3 volts. Let me see what ChatGPT say. You know who else said that this was the problem? Justin Lewis. He told me this was the problem, I think, the second day after I got the shit put on. He said, man, he went to Speedco and got an alternator too, and it was bad, and he had to go back and get another one. I'm hoping it's just a belt issue. I can't see how Speedco can have, because this ain't even, I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, it can't be Speedco fault because it's installed correctly. The power is flowing. I'm thinking it's just the belt. Well, it could be the bearing. Is it the bearing or the belt? Let me ask ChatGPT. I found what the problem is. My alternator is only pushing out 13.3 volts, but it's a brand new alternator. Got it about 3 months ago. Is it possible that the bearing is bad, or perhaps the belt is not tight, or you think it's the alternator? Got it on Bluetooth. Can you hear me? Wait a minute. It's connected to something. I'm trying to disconnect it from. What the fuck is it connected to? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on? Are you testing the alternator now or dealing with the battery hookup?
Okay, so the issue with the alternator is it's only pushing out 13.3 volts. It's a brand new alternator. I installed it about 3 months ago. Do you think the bearings are bad, or do you think the belt isn't tight, or you think it's the alternator?
Got it. 13.3 volts with the engine running is a little low, especially if there's no load. It should be pushing closer to 13.8 to 14.4 volts under normal conditions. Let me ask a few quick things to narrow it down. Are you testing that 13.3 volts right at the battery or at the back of the alternator? Because if it's higher at the alternator and lower at the battery, that could point to a voltage drop, bad cables, or connections. Also, do you have any load on when it's reading 13.3, like lights or blower motor? If the bearings were bad, you'd probably hear whining or feel resistance spinning the pulley. If the alternator's not warm or noisy, it's probably not the bearings. So yeah, if the alternator is quiet and the belt's tight, it could be weak internal regulator, poor ground or power cable, dirty battery terminals, undersized or damaged cable from alternator to battery. You want to try measuring voltage right at the alternator next?
It's reading 13.3 from the back of the alternator.
Reading 13.3 right off the back of the alternator. That rules out voltage drop in the cables. So the alternator itself is only putting out 13.3, even with no heavy load. That sounds like either a weak voltage regulator inside the alternator or something in the exciter wire circuit not telling it to fully charge. Some alternators won't ramp up output unless the exciter wire is getting proper voltage when the key is on. Do you know if your alternator has a plug with a small wire going into it, besides the main charge post? And what kind of truck and engine is this again? That'll help narrow down if it uses a computer-controlled charging system.
So 12.7, no, wait, it's a 12.6. What kind of engine? It's a 12.7 Detroit 60 Series Freightliner Classic 1997.
Perfect. That's the Detroit 12.7 Series 60. And on a 97 Freightliner Classic, it's mostly a mechanical charging system. No fancy computer control like newer trucks. So that simplifies things a bit. With 13.3 volts at the back of the alternator, and now you're saying it's dropping to 12.6, that's real low for a running engine. That means your alternator isn't actually charging anymore. It's just coasting off battery voltage. Now, a few things could cause that. First, double check the exciter wire. That's the small wire that tells the alternator to wake up and start charging. On your setup, it should have a little voltage, usually 12 volts, when the key is on. If that wire's loose, broken, or corroded, the alternator won't excite properly. Next, check the belt tension. Even if it looks fine, if it's just a little loose, the alternator might not spin fast enough under load. And last, though it's new, it still could be a bad voltage regulator inside the alternator. Remanufactured alternators can go bad even after a few months, especially if they came from a budget brand. You got a voltmeter? Want to test that exciter wire real quick?
What's the exciter wire?
Good catch. Sorry, I meant exciter wire, not decider. It's easy to miss if you haven't dealt with it before. The exciter wire is a small wire that plugs into the alternator, usually through a little 2-pin or single-pin connector, separate from the big fat charge cable. Its job is to send a signal from the ignition switch to wake up the alternator when the key is turned on. On your 1997 Freightliner Classic with a 12.7 Detroit, you should see
Is it
one
red?
big post with a thick red cable, main charge wire to batteries. 1 or 2 small wires going into a plug. That's the exciter wire setup. To test it, 1, turn the key to the on position, engine off. 2, use your multimeter to check for 12 volts at the exciter wire terminal. 3, if you're not getting 12 volts, then the alternator isn't being told to charge. If you are getting voltage there and still only seeing 12.6 or 13.3 output, the alternator itself is probably weak inside. You want to try that real quick and see if you're getting voltage at the small wire with the key on?
What am I finna blow up today?
Haha, man, hopefully nothing. But honestly, you're asking the right questions. So you're more likely to prevent something from blowing up than cause it. Just remember, as long as you don't cross positive and negative, and you're not shorting the battery post to the frame, you're good. The only thing that might get a little crispy is a fuse or a cable if there's a loose connection or bad ground. You're not seeing smoke yet, right? What part are you about to mess with next? I'll make sure you don't turn your Freightliner into a fireworks show.
You say I'm supposed to get 12.6 volts with the key on?
If you're reading about 12.6 volts, that's just your battery resting voltage, not the exciter wire. The exciter wire should show battery or switch power around 12 volts when the key is in the on-run position, engine off. The battery itself resting is 12.6 volts. Exciter voltage comes through the instrument panel's alternator warning light circuit. With key on, engine off, you'll see 12 volts there, and the dash light should glow. Once the engine runs, the alternator builds its own internal voltage, and the light goes out.
Let me look at a video on YouTube. I don't know what it's talking about, y'all. We over here having alternator problems. Y'all getting a good laugh out of me not knowing shit? Oh, y'all dying laughing. Sorry though. Brother Andrew, you trying to learn this shoe shine. Yeah, sitting like this is at 12.6 volts. I'm trying to figure out what's the exciter terminal. What the hell is that? Let me look it up. It's always something, ain't it? I think I paid like $500 for this shoe shine. Something tells me I'm gonna have to take it off and fucking grab another one. Exciter terminal alternator. Give me a second, man. I'm trying to look up this shoe shine. How to test an alternator.
Hey, YouTubers, I've had a horrible time with alternators going out on my LS swapped vehicle. We've been running a straight 12-volt ignition source to this B terminal on our alternator. Well,
Taking too long. Who's got this cider wire? Nobody? I wonder if I just need to tighten the fucking belt. Brother Andrew don't know how to tighten the belt. What size is that right there? What the hell do I got to turn this shoe shine? I don't have no idea. Breaker bar? No damn breaker bar. What the hell I'm gonna use to turn that shoe shine? What type of tools I can turn this thing in here with? Ooh, is it something like this? I don't know about this. I'm put it on anyway. Y'all know I don't know shit. I think it's a breaker bar or something. I know this ain't gonna work. I'm just grabbing shit. Cause I ain't got shit else to grab, so might as well grab something, right? Something better than nothing. Just pick something up. Now that we know what the problem is. Y'all probably get in the comments. Y'all let me know. Y'all see this video. Are we getting a new alternator again? Or do I need to tighten the belt? Or do I just need to call the mechanic? And it's Juneteenth, man. I need to do my Juneteenth video. Do my Juneteenth video. Now, they abolished slavery. They did. They did. They freed the slaves. Back in the 1800s, about 200 years ago. They did. They freed the slaves. You know, the ones outside the trucking. They did. But the ones inside the trucking industry, they ain't freed y'all. They ain't free y'all. That actually fit too, by the way. It fit, but what the hell do I got big enough to turn this sumbitch? So I said, Andrew, the reason we don't like you is because you always, exaggerate how much money you be getting with the pneumatic trailer. Claim you be getting 12, 5, 13, 7, 10,000, and even though you wasn't watching the video while I put up the rate con so you can see with your own eyes, Andrew lying. Totally understand. Got nothing to say about that. Nothing to say about that. Because I always give my disclaimer. I always tell you that Mr. Charlie is most definitely not going to pay you that. Is this the right tool? Shh, find out. I need to loosen it then tighten it so I know what the fuck going on. I don't think this is the right shit. I don't know what the fuck I got going on here. I wonder if the bearing is bad. I need to watch a video on how to fucking tighten this belt. Oh, did somebody send me a text message on how to tighten it? Let's see. Oh, somebody, oh shit, hold on. Somebody sent me a video. Let me see, who was this? Let me see if it's in the good. I just now seen it. Premium high limit trade line offer. Trade line? Oh, this boy buying trade lines. Throw the phone away. Damn it, Josh. Pissing me off. $500 for a damn trade line. Y'all get the money, y'all just throw it out the window, man. Y'all just throw it out the window. Who sent me that nonsense? Well, your brother trying to figure out how to tighten the belt up. Let me switch off that nonsense. That was 5 hours ago. Somebody sent me. Okay, here you go. To adjust belts, the large bolt on the top of the alternator is the one to adjust the belts. Don't make it too tight or the bearings on the accessories it drive could fail. Let me say something. My alternator is only pushing out 13.3 volts. The engine running. Think I need another one or belts loose. The belt seemed tight though. I don't think the belt is the issue. I honestly think it's the alternator. The belt is all, I mean, shit, how much tighter? We already tightened the belt. I'll send that anyway. I think the belt is gonna be, it's already as tight as it could possibly go. I mean, it ain't even no slack, so it's not. That's as tight as that's gonna go. I think the Speedco alternator is the problem. That's what I think. Pushing 13.3 volts out. I just been pushing 13.3 all the way through winter. Remember, we've been trying to figure this problem out. Matter of fact, the mechanic I took it to, he was finna switch out the alternator because he thought it was bad too, but he ended up tightening the belts and the voltage meter had went up, but it had stopped. It stopped at 13 volts. It's 13.1, 13.2, but he was gonna switch out the alternator. So I'm thinking this damn Speedco alternator is bad. They said they got it from Freightliner, but I wonder if it's a warranty on this. I keep all my receipts. Let me get the shoe shine off this. Model number. Let me get the model number off this damn shoe shine. Y'all see that shoe shine? We got a model number 8LHA2070VF. If I take that off, I need a heavy duty alternator. I need an alternator that can power 8 batteries. 8 batteries. I could probably do this alternator myself. Thinking I loosen the belt. I'm working with one, disconnect the batteries, 1 bolt. What is it? 1 bolt. 1 bolt, 2 bolts. 2 bolts. This bolt right here, this arm, I don't like this arm though. But I know that shit slide off, and it may just be this bolt right here holding it on. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Looks like 2 bolts. I could watch a YouTube video on it if not though. Yeah, I'm thinking it's alternator bad. So this is the last thing that's wrong with this truck. We got the AC fits, put on new battery cables, got all these lights and shit working. Alternator's pushing 13.3. Obviously, we don't want to be on the side of the road because, you know, that's 13.3 with no load, nothing plugged up. Once I plug the refrigerator and, you know, turn the AC on, this some bitch gonna drop down like 12, 12.9, 12.8. We don't want that. This multimeter is about $14 on Amazon. Just saw my problem. You know, I would have actually known this the first time, but I went off and left my multimeter. We checked the batteries. All the batteries was 12 sits all the way across, so the batteries are all healthy. But with the truck running, this is only pushing 13.3, so the problem is not no cables. It's this Speedco alternator. And I'm gonna be pissed if Speedco's yet again have cost me some more money. I'm gonna be pissed. That's gonna be the last time I go Speedco. It's gonna be the last time. I'm gonna get a new belt too. If I take this alternator off, get a new belt and bearing. Yeah, get an alternator with a new bearing too. I'm gonna go right back over where I got them battery cables. He closed right now. They closed at 4, but I call tomorrow, give them that model number. You got a heavy duty rebuilt something already waiting on me? Shit, take this shoe shine off. Other than that, oh, the little clap right there, huh? We need to do that clap, huh? Yeah, don't mind me, y'all, if y'all see me trying to turn. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. I'm just, Brother Andrew, just guessing. Trying to make something work. Ain't like I run it next week anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Do I want to play with this exhaust right now? No, I don't. I don't want to play with this exhaust right now. Is it hot? Well, it's kind of hot too. Yeah, I gotta let that cool down. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see if I got the. Oh shit, there ain't even nothing over here. Let's see what size. It's this size right here. It's this size right here. This ain't the right. Guess I can put the decals on, huh? I got somebody that can come help me with this alternator. Might as well do the water pump too, huh? Nah, I'm just playing. One more question before I turn this camera off. Somebody said, hey, Andrew, you don't even show all the breakdowns that you be having. That's why we don't really like you, because you don't show the breakdowns, man. You be hiding the breakdowns. You've been listening to too much Trucker Brown. That's what you've been doing. Too much Trucker Brown. Ain't nothing wrong with Trucker Brown. He didn't change his whole entire mindset now, but, you know, for a couple of years, it was all about cash truck drivers. We wasn't showing the breakdowns. We really broke down more than what you guys think, and all this nonsense. And I always ask people, even the guy that left the comment, if this truck is always broke down, what part on this engine is stopping the truck from running? Is it A, the alternator, which you just seen the motherfucker pushing 13.3? Well, you didn't see it, but I told you it was. Is it the water pump? Is the turbo blown? Is it, you know, the oil filters, the oil cooler? Is it the starter? Maybe it won't start up. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, is it the air compressor? Maybe it ain't building out. Maybe the radiator ain't working. Maybe the engine overheating. I don't know. I don't know. That's for you to figure out. It's up to you to figure it out. Because I don't know what to tell you. You say we don't show all the breakdowns. Well, one thing I can tell you is when the truck break down, whatever you call a breakdown, nobody's coming on the side of the road to rebuild the engine. Nobody's coming on the side of the road to take out all the pistons and rods and mains and injectors and all that on the side of the road, doing block cuts on the side of the interstate. So, you know, this idea that we don't show the breakdowns, I'm gonna ask you what's breaking down. It's only so many parts on here. The starter, if the starter go out, the truck ain't even gonna move out this parking spot. I can't even start the truck up. So if the truck start, which you just saw it start, it ain't that. I'm clearly building out to 100 PSI, so the air compressor working. The turbo, I wouldn't be able to go anywhere if the turbo was blown. Black smoke air all over the place. So, you know, you believe what you want. You watching the videos, I don't understand what you, if I can see the truck start and run damn near every day. But I get it, you know, it's a 97. Ain't nowhere in the world a 97 can go down the road and run, even though you see truck at AK for a year straight over there. Where is he at? What company is that? Mayflower? I think he at Mayflower. Mayflower moving van or something like that. A year straight, him and his 1999 Freightliner Classic with the same engine, 12.7. He OTR with it. I know they told you can't go OTR with the old truck. I know that's what they fooled you. You let a truck driver who don't own no truck fool you into thinking that I own a truck. So I'm here working on my truck. So you telling me what I ain't doing and this and that. I hear you. You can't get a regular truck for $500. Why come you can't? Why come you can't? Charge $5 a mile. $250 drop fee. $250 drop fee. You can get a Pro Tote, rent it for 2 days. Probably don't know what a Pro Tote is. You have to Google Pro Tote. This truck break down. Let's say it broke down in I'm in Tennessee right now. Let's say this truck broke down out in Texas, and I do need to get it towed back to Tennessee. Instead of calling the wrecker, paying, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, whatever they want to charge, probably like $5,500. Instead of paying that, go over to one of these mechanics over here who got a Pro Tote. They'll put it on the back of on the back of another truck that you got, aka my flat top. They'll put that on now. Usually they charge, I don't know, it's usually $200 a day. You only need it for 2 days, $400, and you go get your own Classic on the side of the road, hook up to it yourself, and tow your own self back. Pro Tote, PRO space TOTE. Let me see. Said bump it up to 1,500 RPMs and see what the alternator is pushing. Alright, let's go do that right quick. Fire it back up. Y'all wait right here. Boy, I hate decals that come off like this where you gotta constantly peel the paper back and forth. Now, why y'all didn't tell me that is not how you tighten the freaking alternator? Why y'all didn't tell me that? I'm over here putting screws inside of here. Y'all know what you know I don't know what I'm doing now. Why y'all didn't tell me that? You damn right I'm gonna keep the footage anyway. So you tighten the alternator by turning this one to I guess you bring by turning this it'll come out. But long story short, alternator need to come off and go get tested. What we think possibly happened is either Speedco sold me a bad alternator, or when the belts wasn't all the way tight, it may have burned out something on the inside, and it's still charging at 13.3, but it's not up to 14.1 like we would want it. However, it's gonna still keep the batteries above 12.4. It's not gonna go below 12.4. So it's charging, it's just not fully charging like we want. But we don't think it's any cables, anything like that. The cables, it was bad. I already replaced those. The same place I got them cables from, I can take this alternator to, and they will either rebuild the inside, or I can buy a new one, or if I got the receipt, Nah, I don't think Freightliner. I think they warranty like 90 days. I had to look at the receipt, the bottom of the receipt. I'll do that tomorrow. I didn't change the alternator before when I first got this truck, so it should be something simple. Disconnect the batteries, loosen this bolt right here, take this all the way down here. Should kind of swap out, then I pull that long bolt. But it's already 6 p.m., so I'm gonna go home for the day. Try to get one of these damn decals on. So we learning something. Slow progress. See, even Andrew don't know it all. Slow progress. No rush. No rush. The truck can drive though. Like I didn't pull loads all around Nashville, and I ain't have to charge the batteries. You know, but it's not. I don't want to go OTR and the voltmeter is only reading at 13. That's too scary. That's too close to not starting. You know what I'm talking about? I don't like these decals, but if I put them on and they kind of straight, they ain't jacked up, I may keep them. But I never order this style. I don't like this style. The paper too damn long to begin with. But I do feel like if I swap that alternator out, the problem will be solved after checking everything with that multimeter. You know, alternator only putting out 13.3 volts, so it is what it is. That's the only thing. That was the only thing left on this truck. Need to order me a new headlight. But yeah, that was really the last concern of the truck right there, was that charging issue. Tomorrow Friday, so I got all weekend to play the alternator game. You know what I'm talking about? That one is 160 amps. I could go and get a 200 amp or 225 amp, get something a little bit more powerful if need be. Almost got this shoe shine off. Every time I put decals on, they'll never look right. I know this ain't gonna be no exception. Bubbles and all types of nonsense in this. As long as DOT can read it, that's all that matters to me. Y'all steady trying to disappear. This ain't gonna look right at all. I don't like the fact my MC number in here, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I ain't got nothing to hide. Legitimate company. You're a legitimate company. You ain't gotta hide the DOT numbers and the MC numbers and all that. Shoot shine. I like the old decals better. Is this gonna fit? Shit, just barely. Look at this shoe shine. I think this shoe shine may be coming out right. Oh, I feel some sprinkles. Out the rain, huh? Tell you, man. Nothing wrong with learning a little bit of mechanical skills, you know what I'm talking about, a little nifty mechanical. This ain't mechanical, but you know, I ain't got too many bubbles in here, but what I'm saying is, you want to get a cash truck, but you don't be listening to my disclaimer, so I ain't done it yet, so here go a disclaimer. Watching me put on decals and play with the starter cables, drive over there and get some cables cut, spend some money. You like throwing away money, don't you? I know, I thought I've been throwing away. This video is not to encourage you, to get you no cash truck that's a bunch of headaches. You see how much of a headache this is, right? It ain't no headache, I know. I ain't no headache. Ain't no headache. Cause guess what I'm finna go out do after this? Go downtown party. Yeah, I'm gonna go downtown party. Who gonna stop me? Nobody. Who gonna stop me? Nobody. Will DOT be satisfied with the red line? This is, I literally got this for DOT. I'm gonna leave this on. I'm gonna check the well. I'm gonna leave this on so it can stick overnight. I don't want to peel it off right now. I'm only gonna do one door because I'm lazy. I don't feel like doing the other door. If I do the other door, I may not come back to the truck to change the alternator. I gotta change the whole alternator. Not really, but we'll see. Look good to me. Y'all done got y'all video, man. What time? I don't even know if y'all gonna be able to see this shoe shine today. Oh, it's only 5:30. Ooh. It's only 5:30. Maybe I can get this up by 8 p.m. or something. Yeah, I'll some entertainment for the night. We got the right side passenger, real something nice and nifty. I'm gonna start the truck up, make sure this AC still blowing cold, make sure the Freon ain't disappear within a few days or so. We're gonna leave that like it is. We'll play with the alternator tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, we got the empty sticker still on now. And what else y'all want me to say? Battery cable, you already saw the price, $25. You know, was that the problem? No, it wasn't the problem, but was it corroded? It was corroded. We got it up out of there. And we found a new shop to get parts from. Turns out, I mean, I take that alternator to the same place I went to. I take it back to the same place. Trash can. Nice and nifty down. Yeah, I want to see what it look like. It's on there all good and stuff, as y'all can see. Yeah, look on this side, it's cool. Ain't no bubbles, nothing in there. I just gotta peel this paper off and that shoe shine stick. Play the alternator game tomorrow and the clamp game tomorrow. Oh, I got that light. I got that light right there. I got that screw in there, y'all. I don't think I put it on camera, but the screw, the light, is not coming out. It's nice and tight right here too. I'm gonna let the hood down and show you, but nice and tight. That's tight too. I can screw it a little bit more, but it is tight right there where it's at. As far as sealing this up, they use aluminum foil. See, they use aluminum foil. They hit it like this, and that's to keep the air from blowing out through here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some Gorilla Tape, the waterproof, seal-proof Gorilla Tape, and I'm gonna go around the same way they went around, like this, and that way, you know, that'll keep the water from leaking and all that stuff. But let me fire on the system, make sure the AC still work. We got the other decal right there. I do have also the welder stripping. I don't think I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna do the Gorilla Tape around here and around here too, tighten it up. And I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna put around the inside of the door to keep the wind from blowing out right through here, you know, just try to seal everything nice and tight, you know. grab my glasses. My AI glasses did come, by the way. Came yesterday. Fit great. All right, we got that solved. Time to go home, man. Time to go home. Just trying to eliminate as many problems as possible. It's always something to work on, though. Yeah, this shoe shine right here got all kind of wool and shoot all over it. You know, I need to eventually. We'll get to that eventually. I don't know when. Get the truck washed and figure out where it's coming from. But I make sure it's always full. I already checked the oil cooler and all that good stuff. 12.7 Detroit 60 Series Freightliner Classic 1997. The truck is going to bring a lot of hate. This little old truck. This ain't even the main truck. The main truck was a $15,000 flat top. This right here is just a truck that I really don't give a damn what happened to it, to be honest with you. Because, I be honest, I don't even like the Classic. I don't like it because of the turn radius. You know, somebody asked me if I had a truck to sell, which one would I sell? This some bitch right here with this horrendous turning radius. Yeah. No, the wheels turn. It ain't nothing wrong with the steering. It's just if you ever drove a long nose or a Classic, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. When you got a 53-foot trailer. See, when you got one of them right there, and you got a bag in the dock with this, that's what make it difficult. But if you was doing flatbed or some oil field work, a little bit different. But as y'all can see, we got them brand new cables on there looking real nifty. Real nifty. It's not the kill switch. Not the kill switch. It's gonna be that Speedco alternator. I know. It's gonna be that Speedco. That speed.